Hi, this is Vicki from Crystal Visions Tarot, and welcome to the Cancer Tarot card reading for November 26th through December 2nd. I've already pre-shuffled the cards, and I'm then going to do the reading. This will be a Celtic cross spread, and it's going to be a general reading. If this resonates with you, take it, and if not, don't take it. This reading is for Cancer, Rising, Moon, Venus, and Sun sign. Okay, so I've already meditated on the cards and shuffled, so I'm going to go ahead and cut and then do our spread. Okay. The first card we have is the World card. The World card to me resonates with a completion of a cycle. And Cancers, I know that there's a lot of endings and cycles that we're going through right now. Today is actually the full moon in Gemini. So this could be talking about a completion that resonates with the full moon today. This could be something that we're resolving emotionally, or we could be feeling a height of emotion. And this is the central issue, so this is the first card. The World card also resonates with Saturn. And we definitely have Saturn having a lot of interaction with Cancer, especially if you have Cancer rising. Saturn would be definitely interacting with you, Cancer, because it's in your 7th house of partnership. So this could be significant, and this could definitely also talk about your partnership house. So you could be completing a cycle with a partnership, with a significant relationship, and something emotional in that area, and something in that arena could have run its course, because that's what the World card is about. It's you've successfully completed something, and you've completed it to satisfaction. The card of that's crossing is the Two of Cups. I love seeing this card because I just get a really warm feeling from it, and I know that Cancers are loving people and they deserve love. And the Two of Cups talks about two people who have some bond that is mutual. There is a give and take there, a reciprocity. So again, the theme here is relationships, and this is definitely a strong theme right now for Cancers. Cancers, especially those of you with Cancer rising, your partnership house is active right now. You've got a lot going on. There's so many planets in Capricorn in your 7th house, and so there is a partnership that is very significant. And so something maybe, even though something might be have completed a cycle there, there is still an ongoing rapport here. And so the Two of Cups definitely talks about a partnership continuing. All right, let's continue with the reading. Ooh, so we have the Six of Swords, Cancer. The Six of Swords talks about moving away from difficulties. It could also talk about, when we talk about swords, we talk about air energy. Air energy, meaning the signs of Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. So we could have been dealing with some communication issues or some misunderstandings, but we're healing from those, or we're moving away from that. We're moving away from some kind of conflict or drama. We're moving away from any mental things that have been taxing us, stressing us out. Um, this is the holiday season. Maybe we're taking a break, getting our faculties together and healing, but nonetheless moving away from our difficulties, Cancer. And this is then the foundation, right? I'm doing them I'm wanting to show the cards as I go along, so I'm going to lay them down as they come out. Ooh, so we have the Nine of Swords in the past position. So we were really maybe losing sleep, up all night, really stressing, and maybe even to the point where we were stressing about something that may or may not have needed our constant obsession or focus. But that's exactly what happens when we have the Nine of Swords. And when you look at this card, the way these swords are just coming at this person, he can't even get away. He's like dodging it. So it's like we just for a while couldn't get away from it. But with the Six of Swords, it shows that we're finding some peace. We're getting away from this constant nagging stress, staying up, wondering. Or this is definitely something that should be ending. So maybe with the World card here in the central issue, we may be moving away from that. I know we've had a lot of interesting changes happen. We had Venus go direct pretty recently. So that could help with some of these issues that we're having in our relationships. And we could have at least had some relief there. We still are in Mercury retrograde. So this could be still where we are, slowly moving toward some better possibilities. So this is what's crowning the reading. And this is a major arcana like the World card. The Fool card is talking about a sort of innocence. Like wanting to just start all over, just start fresh. And just like start from zero. The past was all this angst and distress that really wasn't necessary. So we're like, well, you know what, maybe we can just renew our minds and our spirits and bring back that youthful zeal of wanting to start a new adventure. And that's what relationships can be. And when you have somebody that you have this kind of bond with, you just, when you see that person and you feel that connection, you just want to start fresh when you see them. You don't want to think about anything but bonding with that person. So this is maybe what's on your mind right now is, let's just start fresh. Let's bond. Let's have an adventure, the adventure that we were meant to have. Let's not let any differences, because we might have cultural differences or differences in our background or upbringing. Let's not let those come between the real true bond that we have together. Okay? Alright, so what's in our future? Okay, so now we have the Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles is a card that represents earth energy. Capricorn, perhaps. And I know Capricorn, once again, this is a strong theme for the Cancer people. And we've been dealing with Capricorn energy in our 7th house with our many of our maybe business partners or just that energy is around us in our world. It's opposite of us. But at the same time, these are people who are drawn to us. We're drawn to them. So with the Queen of Pentacles is someone who is nurturing. This is more, it could be someone who has more of the female Capricorn energies. But Capricorn, nonetheless, this is someone who is structured, who has their financial life on their mind in order. But with the Queen, she could be much more of a nurturing type. So maybe what we're looking for is that kind of Capricorn energy here, where we take care of ourselves. So Cancer, I'm getting the feeling this is talking about you actually taking good care of yourself, making sure that you have, you kind of stepping into the role of being that provider for yourself. And not only that, but making sure that everyone else does their part, does their share, has their stuff together, isn't begging for you to be their mother or their provider, but making sure that they see you as a woman who's doing her part and expects you to do theirs. She's going to be there for you, but she's not going to be your mom. So this is what I feel like you're stepping into. So everybody that is around you needs to be able to contribute and do their share. You're not going to be taking up their slack. You've been playing that role for a long time. Oh, so the Ace of Swords. This is in the position representing you. And you're cutting things out that don't belong. So with this, need to say, hey, look, you guys need to do your part. And if not, you need to get the step in. There's got to be fairness here. There's got to be everybody pulling their weight. I'm not, I may be a woman, but I have standards and I have my shit together, and you need to do the same. And so anybody that's there is going to get the straight no chaser from you. They're going to hear the honest truth now. You might not have always been one to do this, so that's why this Ace is a new beginning for you. You're now going to talk about, what was stressing you out before, what wasn't working. You're renewing your mind. You don't want to have these same stresses anymore. You're not going to carry the load of anybody else. This is a new cycle. So you're ready to start over, but you're starting with this fresh, sharp, clear vision of what you want. And you're going to be very clear. Or you just need to be. You need to be clear. Hey, look, I'm delegating responsibilities here in this relationship. In order for us to start over, we've got to set some boundaries, and we've got to be clear and communicate well. And this is an air energy, so you may have some air in your chart, and that air in your chart allows you to be clear and to communicate. And this may very much be needed now, because there may not have been some communication for a while with you and someone else, but it's been needed for a long time. And that's what this card is representing. Okay, so let's see what's happening in the others. Oh, so in the others, this could be your partner. And this partner, it's got the Ace of Cups. And I'm liking that, because all of this to me is looking like you guys are really on the same page. You guys are feeling each other. Your love is there, but you just need to communicate. You just need to talk about the real issues that have been bothering you and plaguing you. And the planets have not helped. They may have helped, but as far as communication, they may not have been, because we've had retrogrades. We've had Venus retrograde. We've now gone right into Mercury retrograde, which we're going to be in for a little bit longer, until the 6th of December, I believe. So we've had our challenges relationship-wise, but that doesn't mean that all is a loss. In fact, I don't see that there is a loss. I see that there is much love coming. And maybe also this person needed to have some self-love. They needed to love themselves to love you, Cancer, because you're asking them to step it up. And so if this is an earth sign, a Capricorn, that you are dealing with, they've got to step up, and they've got to give and show that love and open their heart. And sometimes these Capricorns are having a tough time doing that. So in your hopes and fears, Cancer, you got the King of Swords. So what you hope is that this person will communicate, but what you fear is that their communication may leave you cold, that they may just be so, you know, in their head or so distant. This person may have, this is your king to your queen. So he may be, you may fear that he's just kind of all about that, those ideas, and he might idealize you and romance and what have you, and but is his heart really going to be warm and loving? Is what you fear. You want him to be smart and intellectual and have a great conversation, but you fear that he might not have that emotional warmth that you need as a Cancer. They're charming as all get out. The Libra and Aquarius people, and you guys have great chemistry. But you got to know that they're committed to the relationship 100% with their heart in it. So that's what your hopes and fears are, Cancer, with this significant other. Okay, so Cancer, we've got the Ten of Wands. So it looks as if this is really, where you're saying, look, there's a Sagittarius energy that is a very generous energy. Well, we might not have the boundaries that we need. Sorry about that. And we take on all of the other people's problems because we're so fun-loving and jovial. And actually, I just had a customer yesterday that had this, and it turned out she's a sun sign Sagittarius. And she was like, yeah, right on the money. I'm very enthusiastic. I just go with the flow. But we can't do that. We cannot we can't be their therapist. We can't be their jester, we can't be their entertainment and their good time, and they're not pulling their weight. We have to set some boundaries here. And if not, we're going to be overloaded with other people's issues. And so this is what we're asking for is, we want to be open to this love, but we're going to have to say enough is enough. And that we've had enough of this person just dumping everything on us and kind of having a good time at our expense. So what I'm seeing is that this person loves you, but they may be just kind of footloose and fancy free, and then all the work gets put on you. And you've got to stand and set your boundaries. And you've got to be forthright about that. And you've got to initiate that, Cancer. But I think it looks good. I really do. It looks promising to me. You don't need any more stress. You need the love that you deserve. And this person does have it. But they need to be able to show it, not just in words and emotions, but they need their actions to step up, and they need to take responsibility. And especially if they're an earth sign, walk the talk. You're an earth sign, and everybody looks to you guys to be dependable, and to pull your weight. And that's, they got to hold themselves to that standard. But if they're not doing it, Cancer, you've got to do it. All right? So Cancers, that is your reading for November 26th through December 7th. And I just want to say I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I am so glad to meet you all. And I hope that we spend more time together. And if you wish to have a private reading, I would welcome you to click on the link below. You can make an appointment there. You can also find me on the Instant Go app if you really want something just quick. But please message me, contact me, and I would love to talk privately with you. Until that time, please like, share, and subscribe. and we will continue this wonderful meeting of understanding, guidance from yours truly. So I'm signing off. This is Crystal Visions. Have a wonderful rest of your holiday. Much love, Cancers.